Julie Chrisley went to jail this week. She will be serving at a prison that's far away from her husband Todd Chrisley's jail cell. The Chrisley Knows Best star already has some famous jail mates. She's staying at the same prison as a male Netflix star. Keep on reading for the full details. Is Julie Chrisley serving longer than Jen Shah? Julie Chrisley spoke to her daughter Savannah Chrisley on her Unlocked podcast. They talked about Jen Shah's sentencing, which is only 6.5 years. The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star is serving a shorter sentence compared to Todd and Julie. However, the crimes are different. During the interview, Julie noted this tough time has been humbling in many ways. She has a feeling that God has a bigger plan for them and their family. Julie agreed with her daughter that these legal issues are helping us to grow. She believes her journey will allow them to have a better understanding of the situation. We have had a beautiful, blessed life in many ways, and we've had access to be able to do things and do them when we wanted to do them, and do them on our time frame, Julie Chrisley said. We don't have that right now. God has a way of humbling you, and I think that's a lot of what has happened and what has continued to happen. She's also positive that her situation will improve with time. Savannah vowed to fight for her mom and to get her out of prison. The former reality star also wants to help others who have been failed by the justice system. Julie admitted that she will also try to help people, but she didn't specify how. Chrisley Knows Best star serving with Cheer star. Julie Chrisley is currently serving at the Federal Medical Center in Kentucky. Some fans have wondered if it's because she's trying to get special treatment. Sources close to the USA Network alum say it has nothing to do with her health or special treatment. It was just changed the last month. According to a new report via TMZ, Julie Chrisley is serving at the same prison as Cheer star Jerry Harris. In late August 2022, the former cheerleader from the Netflix series was incarcerated at the prison. However, that doesn't mean that Julie and Jerry will become friends anytime soon. They're kept in separate locations in the prison. The former star of the Netflix series was sentenced to 12 years in prison for making teenage boys send lewd photos and videos of themselves and soliciting from minors during cheerleading competitions. This is different from Julie, who was sentenced to 7 years for bank fraud, tax evasion, and wire fraud. What are your thoughts on Julie Chrisley staying in the same prison as this Netflix star? Does it surprise you? Sound off below in the comments section. In a quiet corner of the Federal Correctional Institution in Tallahassee, Florida, an unexpected tale began to unfold. This facility, known for housing both male and female inmates, became a backdrop for stories of resilience, transformation, and unlikely friendships. Among the female inmates was Julie Chrisley, the matriarch of the famous Chrisley family, who had captured the hearts of millions through their reality show, Chrisley Knows Best. As Julie adjusted to life behind bars, little did she know that she would share this journey with a male Netflix star whose life had also taken a dramatic turn. Julie was accustomed to a life of luxury and the spotlight, having run a successful household and a thriving brand alongside her husband, Todd Chrisley. But following their conviction on charges of tax evasion and bank fraud, she found herself in a stark, new reality. The walls of the prison echoed with the sounds of despair, determination. Adjusting to prison life was a challenge. The once vibrant woman had to navigate a world defined by rules, schedules, and a lack of privacy. However, Julie was determined to find her footing. She quickly discovered the power of community within the confines of the prison walls. The other women, each with their own stories of hardship, began to look up to Julie. Her strength and charisma drew them in, fostering a bond that made the days more bearable. A chance encounter. One day, while attending a group therapy session in the prison's shared space, Julie met Mark Sullivan, a former star of a hit Netflix series. Mark had been serving time for a series of poor choices that led him to this unexpected chapter in his life. Though their worlds had been vastly different, Julie the reality TV queen and Mark the beloved sitcom star, they found common ground in their experiences of fame and the downfall that followed. Mark, with his easygoing charm and quick wit, quickly became a source of laughter for the group. He shared stories from his life in the entertainment industry, and his ability to make others laugh lightened the heavy atmosphere of the prison. Julie, intrigued by his charisma, began to form a friendship with him. They found solace in each other's company, often discussing their families, dreams, and the regrets that had brought them to this point. Building bridges. As the weeks turned into months, Julie and Mark found themselves confiding in one another, sharing their deepest fears and aspirations for life after prison. They encouraged each other to pursue self-improvement during their time behind bars. Julie, always the planner, began organizing group activities that would help the inmates develop new skills. She initiated cooking classes, where she shared her culinary expertise, bringing a taste of home to her fellow inmates. Mark, in turn, started a writing workshop, where he helped others tell their stories. Together, they created a unique environment where the inmates felt empowered to explore their creativity. Julie's infectious positivity and Mark's humor transformed the atmosphere within their pod. They forged a community that thrived on hope and resilience. Lessons in redemption. Julie often reflected on her journey and the choices that led her to prison. She realized that this experience, while painful, provided her with an opportunity for growth. She began to see her fellow inmates not just as criminals but as individuals with dreams and aspirations. Many had faced challenges far greater than her own, and their stories inspired her. During their conversations, Mark revealed his own struggles with addiction and the impact it had on his life and career. He had lost everything he held dear, and now he was determined to use his second chance to rebuild. Julie listened intently, offering support and understanding, recognizing the strength it took to confront one's demons. The outside world. As the months progressed, Julie and Mark's friendship deepened. They became each other's confidants, finding comfort in their shared experiences. Julie often dreamed of the day she would reunite with her family, while Mark envisioned a comeback in the entertainment industry. They discussed their plans for the future, vowing to stay in touch and support each other once they were released. On the day of Julie's sentencing, emotions ran high. As she prepared to re-enter society, she felt a mixture of excitement and trepidation. Her family had been her anchor throughout this tumultuous journey, and she couldn't wait to embrace them again. Mark, facing a longer sentence, encouraged her to make the most of her freedom and to remember the lessons they had learned together.